And here we are. I was just looking at myself. I'm like, I'm really red. So I don't know why that is.
Yeah,
I
red. You're
never.
glowing. You have a
Glowing.
summer glow.
Oh,
Yes.
that's it. It's a summer glow. I'm
Yeah, it's a
glowing.
summer glow. Yep, you're good.
All
You're
right. So
good. Hi,
Amy,
Roseanne. Hi,
we're
B.
here.
Hello, Jennifer. We
So this
are.
is Amy
Should should
Romeo.
we, should we say who we are? Yes.
Yeah. Amy
Hi.
Romeo of Amy Romeo Crafts. And I'm Jen Swift
Yep.
of Well
And
Crafted Studio. And we are crafting besties. Oh my gosh, I even got my
we are.
coffee mug out, the one that matches yours, and then I put it in this one, which was dirty. I'm
Oh,
not really sure why I did that.
that's weird. Okay.
I
I mean,
mean,
I'm representing the merch mug, but okay, that's fine.
yeah,
Your
well,
choice.
that was my plan. I'm like actually honestly confused that it's here than that. So, although I have to
We
say, I was getting my coffee like 5 minutes ago, and because I have these in, I can hear you as you're talking, and
right.
you were talking to your son, and it was just so amusing that I just kind of cracked up and that distraction, and somehow I ended up with the coffee mug. So,
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we were. It's a lot of fun when all the kids are home in the summer because there's
yeah.
kids everywhere. Like Anthony's dying to make a protein shake in the blender. I told him no blendering because you can hear it. So he was trying to debate with me about the blendering. But yeah.
Uh-huh. So did you
Anyway,
say somebody's here? Let me look at the comments here. Oh, lots of people are
there's
here.
so many people are here. Phyllis. Oh, Phyllis is loving my faux leather workshop, my summer one. Yay. Thank you, Phyllis. Hi, Kristen. She's
Aww.
getting over her jet lag. Dana. Good morning, Barbara. Mary and Tina. Oh my goodness, so many people.
Oh, you guys.
They missed us, Jennifer, when we were
I missed
vacationing and
us.
whatever we were doing.
I missed us because it's us.
Yes, it's
It's
always
a
fun.
wheeze. But
Yeah.
us also includes you guys. And so I missed this. The
Mm-hmm.
handing out, the chat. It's honestly, it's fun to talk to you, Amy, but it's so much fun to have all of our peoples here. It just
Yeah.
feels like this great big hug. I don't know.
Yes.
It's,
I love that.
it's
It's a
you,
Wednesday
me,
hug.
you, them, us. So
But yeah,
it
we've been gone for a couple weeks, doing different summery things, but I think we'll be back for a while now. Unless I don't know if you're going anywhere, Jen. I might have to go to Fort Myers in a couple weeks, but that's it
baseball.
for for baseballs. Yes,
I think
but
so.
only
Actually, my
only for like
only
2 days.
yeah, my only thing this like actually I've already started planning and getting like hotels and stuff like that. But I'm taking Jasper back to school and
Oh right.
helping him set up his new apartment, which
Oh, I love that.
helping him, which means taking him to buy stuff. And then
Yes.
probably going back to my hotel and then coming back when he needs me to take him to dinner.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
I get that.
I
It's
don't
nice
want to
that they
get,
still want us to be involved, though.
well,
At
yeah,
some level.
no, he didn't ask for the pocketbook. So he just said, yeah, sure, take me. But
Aw.
yeah, I just, you don't want to get in the way because they're like independent. It's his first
Yeah.
apartment. And so I'm trying to find the
Yeah.
balance of being there and yet, so, but yeah, I don't know. You guys, a lot of people here looks like, okay, hey, Naomi's here. She's here from West
Yay.
Texas. That's awesome. Hey,
Yay.
Naomi. She is one of our favorite craft bloggers. Lots of my
Yes.
girls
Hi,
from
Esther.
Procreate.
Hi, Sonia. Oh, Margaret's here for the first time. Welcome, Margaret. We
Awesome.
we we squirrel a lot, which is what we call it. We just kind of chat and we get off topic a little bit. So hopefully you don't find that too annoying. But it's just the way we interact. So
Oh, but see, I'm going to put this on here. Look at this. I can add something. She
oh, look
says
at you.
that we bring her joy. So that makes me
Aw,
happy. Now
that's
I'm
so
happy.
nice. I love that.
So yeah, I have to
I love
say
that.
that. And Jenny's got us on the big screen. All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say that I think that we are chatty. Like this is a crafts and coffee chat. I mean, yes, we're going to talk about crafts, and
Yes.
yes, we're going to talk about, we don't really talk about, we just drink coffee. But it is a chat. So we are here kind of talking and things like that. But, every once in a while, if you're new here, we do interviews as well. And actually, that
Mm-hmm.
is something I wanted to ask y'all,
Ooh,
is,
y'all.
yeah, all y'all. So Amy and I are kind of starting to plan out ahead of time. I know, shocker, right? Kind of like these events.
We're not really doing it. That's not really happening.
Well, talking about planning it out is like the start of planning it out, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we were just wondering, like, since, we were like, oh, well, what do you think we should do? And what would our people like? So I thought, you know what? Why don't we just ask you guys? So we're going to be doing, like, for sure we like the interviews because it's fun for us. In fact, it's funny because I, like, slip into, like, interview mode now in, like, group situations, like, even with, like, my book club last week. I'm just, like, I saw myself doing it, like, in slow motion. And I'm like, okay, Jen, no. But it's just so fun to, like, ask questions and get to know more about these people and kind of, like, what they do. It's fascinating. So definitely interviews. What else were we thinking we wanted to do? So we'd like your guys' suggestions on who we should interview. But what else?
Yeah,
what else sort of thing should we kind of do?
We know all the cool people because they come and hang out with us for our event every year. So we know all the cool people. Plus, we know some cool people that you don't know, which is also cool because they can't be in our event for whatever reason. So Anyway, we try to have lots of crafty friends.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually really pretty fun because these summits, I feel like we used to be in kind of these little silos. And with these summits, it's a lot of like coming together and doing something as a group. And so then, we get to kind of know people a little more. And, it's funny, the people that we think are awesome, super amazing, cool that we just, have never talked to. And it's awesome to find out that, and we're like kind of poking our head up and, hey. And they're like, oh, I know you. And you're like, oh. So Jennifer Maker,
right.
Yes, actually, she said she would do it a little while ago, so we're gonna have to connect with her.
She did, yeah. You know who's a crafty friend that wasn't in our event, but I would love to interview is Crafting with Delonda. I love Delonda. She is so awesome.
She is somebody who just glows. Okay, Craft with Sarah. Actually, I just thought of her the other day, because wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be so fun. We love her. Love her. Every time I email her, we email a lot because, we work together and different projects, but I'm always such a fangirl. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for including me. I feel silly.
All right. So,
okay,
a few different.
Tina has some good suggestions. Let's see. Tracy loves Delonda.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys keep those comments coming. And then we're going to take a look at the chat here afterwards, and we're going to go ahead and start making a list.
Okay. We're going to make a list, and we're going to check it twice.
Okay, so When of Zen says interview by topic, perhaps. Like build it up. Here, I'll just put it on again. You get called out twice. End each project as groovy project result. Each step is a different power crafter. Oh, I have seen that, and that sounds like it takes organization. But I bet I could do it. If we could organize a summit, we could organize something like that, right?
We probably could. Yes. Yes, Courtney, Brandy, Jamila. Now, I don't know Eve with the baby's booty, so I'll have to look her up. Thanks, Dee.
Yeah.
So Australian cricketers, yes, we could have our friend Mim Jenkinson who makes stickers for the cricket.
We meant to have you guys. These are so good because these are all people that we've like passingly said, wouldn't we be great to get Mim on? And then
these are all our friends, and then we get to just listen to her talk, which is really fun too. Sarah Christie, yes. Oh, Debbie J is part of a craft raid on Twitch. Tiffany, I need to look up this crafting thing on Twitch. My son keeps telling me about
What is a craft raid? I'm showing
Maybe
my...
Tiffany will tell us. But I keep telling Chase, about lives, and he's like, just go on Twitch and do a craft along, a crafting marathon. So I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll have to look that up. I will say that I am going to start working on the whole making this a podcast as well, because even though we like show things, I feel like, we do talk a lot, so it would work as a podcast. And then, you guys can listen to us in the car, because who doesn't want that, right? All right. Okay, lots of different people here say like suggestions. Awesome.
Yeah, Brandy,
okay, you guys are the best.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, so keep giving us suggestions, and we'll look that up.
So I do think the craft raid is a good idea. I also think it'd be fun to do like our friends Angie and Corey are doing crafting challenges, and that is something that we've talked about for like I don't know over a year, and yeah, okay, so maybe we should actually do that because I think those are fun.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I have trouble with like execution, but I really don't. I just execute on certain things and then I don't have time for all the things.
Okay, so this is the thing. That's the thing. Oh, Leo from Dreaming Tea. We actually were just chatting with him.
Yes.
So yeah, we need to do that. So keep them up. But anyways, I'm gonna not look for a minute because I'm squirreling. But I do think that it's not so much execution. I think it's more just we have limited times and we're trying to do the mom thing and the
right.
Yeah, I mean it's just there's just it's a balance. Like everybody here gets that. So it is a thing. And then I feel too that it's knowing from them like what they're interested in, that there's some kind of response. A lot of times we're shooting in the dark. We think that this is something that people might want, but actually finding out for sure moves it up our priority list. So
because we were shocked last year when we first did this for Cricut Crafting Adventure, our joint event that we do. Now we've done it twice, but we were shocked when we did this every morning, and then people liked it and they wanted to keep watching. So we just kind of for a year and a half we've just been chatting because it seems to be, I don't know, we enjoy it, but we didn't know anyone else would be interested. So anyway,
and now we're seeing other people start. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly what you were going to say. Like we do want to make it into more of a podcast, which is a little more formal than chatting, but we don't know how to do formal. So
yeah,
anyway,
can you do a podcast and be just like this?
Right. These are random squirrely things.
Well, and I think part of it too is just that, yeah, I mean, we enjoy it and we've wanted to do it, and you guys keep showing up, so it's awesome. But we didn't really think that this is actually like a legit, like necessarily thing that is like a real thing other than just us hanging out, until we start seeing like some of these other people that are starting them now. And they're like really making it a thing. And we're like, oh, it's a thing. In fact, your son Chase was just all like, what? You have like 30 of these? So it's...
Yeah, he has no idea. I asked Chase like 2 months ago. I know he's not watching, but I asked him 2 months ago to help us figure out how to make it into a podcast. And he's still working on it. So we might have to make that a Jasper
We might have to work on it too. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Jasper was going to redo my library, my free library on my blog this summer. And that hasn't started yet. And I have an intern, and she's the cutest, sweetest thing in the world. And she was going to do like tips videos for me. The only thing she needed was for me to actually do the video content. And then she was going to take it and run. And I just, so I actually have like 2 that I've done so far. So actually, can I tell you about my latest tips, like my 1 tips thing? I'm going to tell you about it, which is, Yeah.
Tell me.
So I figured out how to add a glitter effect to an entire layer in Procreate, so it all looks glittered. Ooh. It's just like all of a sudden it's not glittered, and then it's glittered. So
wow, that's pretty cool.
It was really fun. So
you're so cute.
No,
see, some of our friends are saying that they like when we're just chatty, and they like listening to us talk, and it gives them an opportunity to craft. So and Tiffany had a good point. Tiffany said, why do we need to fit into everyone else's format? That's kind of interesting.
That's kind of great because it's one of those things where we kind of have a hard time fitting in any of these formats. So if we can just be us, that's awesome.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, we're really squirreling this morning. But, these are the things that we text about because Jen and I text every day like crazy people.
Well, like I said, we've been guessing what people want. And so to actually have you guys here telling us what you want is so helpful.
Yes, it is. 100%. So my faux leather crafts camp event started on Monday. I pulled it off by the skin of my teeth because, I was on vacation last week.
Yes.
And everyone seems to be really liking the project. So I'm super happy about that. So, that's something I executed on. And got done.
I kind of sort of promised people that we would do some sneak peeks and stuff in the email I sent. Could you?
Peeks.
It's crafts and coffee chat. You got to show us some crafts.
That is true. That is true. Okay. So what do I have? Olivia made me a pretty little tray with all of my things for my event.
Ooh, people are loving the camp. They think it's amazing.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy. Olivia helped a lot with figuring out like the projects and the materials to use and the different prints and things. So yeah.
And it is for all ages, right?
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of the projects are great. I wanted to make projects that would be good for teenagers also, or people that travel, or like people going to camp. For example, day one, I did these cute little cord keepers. I did
Okay,
them in little
those were
fruits,
adorable. Oh my gosh.
and they have the
Sonia,
little
she's here.
snaps.
She posted some in your Facebook group, and I was like, oh my gosh, adorable.
So
Cute.
I lined it, on the inside, but then the little cords fit in here. So Olivia already has her little cord in here for her church camp that she's leaving to next week, and she stole the watermelon one. But this is kind of something that teenagers would like, which they don't always want earrings or, other faux leather things that I make, but they do like these. So that's been fun to
Well,
do things of all ages, like you're saying.
I think too that anytime we can find something that younger generation actually wants, like from us,
Yes.
then I am all like, yes, let me make that for you. It's,
Hmm.
it makes us feel good to actually have them want things.
Yeah. And then I did, so for today's day 3, I
Uh
did some little earrings. I did, and again, these are kind of for all ages, but I did little tumblers and I did
huh.
little happy face flowers. And then as a bonus for in the VIP, because I did like a whole bonus bundle, then I did little keychain versions. So this is something that's more Olivia's speed, the little
Oh my
keychains.
gosh, those are
Then
adorable. And look at, you know what,
yeah.
your choice in like what you use, like that glittery with
Hmm.
the on the flower, so dang cute. Just
Yeah,
the
it's cute.
contrast of the two.
I like to do that if I'm using a monochromatic palette where that is, I'm using 2 shades of the same color. I do like to make a difference in the texture just to have one
Hmm.
stand out and add a little more interest. But
So so
anyway,
why would you do monochromatic instead of like all the colors?
I feel like sometimes it gets to be too busy in the
Hmm.
photo, especially if I'm showing 2 things side by side. I don't want this thing to have 3 colors and this thing to have 3 colors and have it look like, I don't know. To me, it's visually distracting. It's just my personal style, probably.
Well,
I like to do,
I like your personal style.
monochromatic. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just me, but
I
I
think one
try
of
not
the
to get too
Yeah, no, I think
crazy.
one of the things I like about your designs is because they are kind of some of them are, not all of them. If I
Yeah,
love a color, like I just love this color, then it's really fun to kind of create, like, I can easily substitute the color that I love for some of these designs.
yes,
Like I could do
yes,
my,
absolutely.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, it gives people, in a lot of your designs too, you give people this space to make their own choices and things. So you say,
Hmm.
hey, this is cool. But then, yeah, I mean, you're like, yeah, show it to me other ways, do other things. I know, especially with the events that you do, you love seeing other people pop into the group and show you their versions of what you did.
I
So,
do. Yesterday I did motel keychains
yeah.
like I did for Cricut Crafting Adventure, but these have like a summer theme. So I did 2. This one, I
Oh,
took
look
the
at
keyring
that.
off, but it says Hello Summer and Beach Bum.
Uh huh.
But what I loved was I gave them a blank one. So I gave them one that just has the background and the white lines. And
Hmm.
then I show them in the video how to put their own text or their own graphic. And I didn't realize people were going to love that. And I've seen so many people on Facebook like making their own using the
Yeah.
blank template. I've seen
Yep.
more people make the blank template than people make the ones I made. So that made me really happy.
Well,
I
that's
thought
like
that
the
was cool.
coolest thing about crafts and knowing how to craft, I think, is being able to
Yeah.
customize or personalize, make it an
Yeah.
inside joke or I don't know. I mean, people
Yeah.
love that, right? I
Yeah.
love that.
And I think we assume that, oh, well, someone should know how to just take my design and remove what I did and only keep the part they want. But I don't want people to have to like burn too many brain calories trying to figure that out. I just want to give them, you know, the base, the template, and they can make their own thing. So I was
So,
super excited about that. That was yesterday. day
Tiffany
2.
mentioned too that with ADHD people, your inner squirrel hyper focuses on things. And so if you have too much stimulation, then it's hard for you to kind of focus in. I know for me that happens all the time. So I kind of need to push barriers and limits around things and say, well, okay, I'm going to create, I'm going to give myself this box and then I can create anything I want inside of it. So giving them the keychain and then giving them the, you know, the option is exactly like, I mean, they still know it's going to turn out cool because it's this awesome, cool keychain. All right, show us what else you're doing.
Well, I showed you the first 3 days, Jennifer.
Well, yeah. Okay. Hey, is this one of those events where you can go day by day? And then if you want to get all of the days that kind of already happened and all the other days, you can do the pass or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So the event is free. And then every day at 9 a.m. I release a new design. And then they can download the design free for 24 hours. And it's a 10-day event, but I have 23 designs over the 10 days.
You are so extra.
You know, so like day 1 was the cord keeper. So there was a watermelon and that lemon, but the lemon could have been recolored into lots of different ways. So that was 2 designs in one day. And then yesterday, the keychains was 2 designs. So anyway, they get to download the designs for that day within 24 hours. And then the video is on my YouTube channel. So the video will always be on my YouTube channel. I like to make it so that if someone wants the VIP just to get it in advance, they can. But they're not really missing out if they can't get the VIP or they don't want to, you know?
Okay. I will say that I love that format. Like making sure that everybody can participate, but still, you know, kind of offering this, you know, done for you, all put together package deal is awesome too.
Yeah. So then in the free download, I have also like a printable instruction guide because I make those for every one of the designs I do in my Faux Leather Crafters Club, my membership. So they also get kind of a taste of how it looks inside my membership because they get that little free printable that they can print. And they can always go watch the video. And then after 24 hours for the free people, they can buy the SVG in my shop, either for personal use or with a commercial use license. So yeah. And then the VIP, you get all 23 days designs. You get a workbook of all the printable guides. And then I have some fun bonuses in there, like the bonus summer designs I made that I haven't shared anywhere else. And what else is in there? Oh, there's like a store credit to my SVG shop, different things like that.
Ooh, so then they can make more stuff.
Right. And an included small business commercial use license.
Oh, so see, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's included in the VIP where you can go to my shop and you can buy the files separately with commercial licenses, but they're all more expensive, you know, because they all have a license involved. So, anyway.
So one thing I always think would be cool with this sort of thing, because some of these crafts are so easy to make, you know, you just kind of got to try it. And they can be done pretty cheaply, but I always kind of think it'd be fun for a summer job for, you know, a teenager or a high school student or not a teenager, or elementary school student even, because some of these designs are that easy to go ahead and make them. And instead of a lemonade stand, maybe you have a lemonade themed craft stand. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
That would be really fun. Let me see what Martha is saying. Martha says she's searching for the cam snaps. So, Martha, I have all the supplies for my event listed on a page on my blog. It's just the regular supply page. I'm linking to it every day. If you have the free ticket, you'll get an email every morning and it links to that. But remember, when it says 100 pieces come in the cam snap set, for every one thing you make with cam snaps, you need 4 pieces.
So it's really a 25 set.
It's really a 25, piece set. So they don't really sell them smaller than that.
And honestly, she's probably not going to make 25 of them, but that is kind of the way it works with craft supplies, which is why, it's
right. But it is like it's so not crazy. 100. It's really 25.
Okay, so here's something you can do for Martha. So you have other cord keepers designs that you've done before, right? Are those part of the membership or?
Wait a minute. I feel like I've done another cord keeper, but I can't remember what it is.
And I think that for each event that you do, you should probably do a cord keeper for each if they're popular. Or you did those faux leather, you did those little wallet things with the cam snaps too, didn't you?
Yeah, those were super popular. So in this event, I have a coin wallet
Oh,
coming up
okay.
on I think day 5, which uses the extra long cam snaps, and then on the cord keepers use just the regular cam snaps. And I felt like I had one more with cam snaps, but maybe I don't. But anyway, I'm trying to do more things with cam snaps. Is I guess where I'm going, and I'll
Well,
have to see if in my club if they like because they loved the coin wallets in my
yeah.
club. Um, and then I'm trying to work on AirPod cases.
Oh, that's
So I'm
right.
trying to work on that. That'll use cam snaps. I didn't get it figured out in time
So
for
you know
this
what,
event.
Martha? Honestly, what I'm hearing here is that you're gonna need more than what you get in that pack. No, just kidding. But
Yeah, the they really like the coin wallets. I'll have to see if they like the cord keepers, and then I'll make more in different. And I'm going to do a Halloween event very similar to this one. So I have a couple ideas that would use the snaps for that event also, because the snaps are so fun and everyone loves them.
yeah, Kristen says she's used them on tote bags even. I don't. Are these
Yeah,
just
that
little plastic snaps? Because I don't know
yeah
what cam snaps are.
yeah they're just so they're
So
these.
like the ones they
See
used
this
to use
little
for
flap
babies or stuff.
Let me see. I think I need to move and be still. I don't know if you can see it or if it's blurry, but it just has 4 little pieces. So the outside has these are called caps. So there's
Mm-hmm.
2 caps,
Yep.
and then you have I think it's called a socket and something else. There's this
Yeah,
piece, and then there's
I've done a
this
bunch
one.
of stuff with snaps, but like the metal ones. So do you need a
Uh huh.
setter for these?
You do. You need pliers. They're cam snap pliers, and they're really inexpensive because they're just for these plastic ones. If you
Okay.
wanted a set like metal snaps, then you would need a more heavy duty one. But I linked to on Amazon. There's a great set that has all these little colors plus the
So
pliers.
the little crocodile is what I used to use too.
Uh huh.
So I think that I don't know. I'll have to try it. I'm gonna get some cam snaps and try it for all y'all,
They're really fun, and I love how
cause
colorful
now
they
I'm
are.
curious. Well, and honestly,
Yeah.
every single time you do an event, Amy, I'm like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I want that. And it's just funny because I just like, oh, your sense of style is, I just love it. So
Thank you, friend. But they have
yeah.
them in colors on the CamSnap website. They also
Ooh.
have them in colors on Amazon. But again, there's 2 lengths that I'm working with. So for the coin wallets, where you're putting a snap through 3 layers of faux leather, you need what's called an extra long snap,
Oh,
and those
which is
come in
extra
white.
tall. It's not longer. It's
Yeah,
taller.
like the pointy
Oh,
part that has to go through the faux leather. It has to go through 3 layers. So this little nubby part, very
okay.
scientific. This nubby part is longer. Those come in black and white on Amazon and extra long, or
Uh
you
huh.
can go to the CamSnap website. But I have that all linked on my in the supply list. And every project I link 1,000 places of, all the supplies. And then on Amazon, if you just want the short ones, which is all you need for 1 layer of faux leather, because the cam snap on these is only going through 1 layer of faux leather, the snaps here. So these that come in colors and they're not extra long on Amazon. So yeah, super fun. Cam
It
snap.
is super fun. I think it's awesome. I love it. So tell us
Mm,
actually. So we talked about the theme is summer adventures for this YouTube live. Tell us about
yes.
some other summer adventures, and actually, you guys tell us what you're working on for crafts. What are your summer craft adventures? I sent an email out
Oh,
as you're looking, Amy. I sent an email
yeah.
out with kind of like a list of little like ideas of summer adventure things. And for some of us, summer adventure may mean just trying to find the floor of our craft room. That's an adventure.
Yeah, I
But
don't
other
know where
people
my
are
floor is.
are but like I'm looking forward to, and I'm starting to do this, but summer is my time to kind of just play and try new things, and as well as create products. So I switch from the I don't know, I guess the production mode into the how do I figure this out and how do we do this best, and then trying to put it into a book or a course or something. I love that time. We could just kind of like all in on the get messy and try things.
Yeah.
So okay, so
Um,
Tiffany's been going to different events. So
yeah,
I'm guessing.
lots of summits. The If you have a Cricut Joy or a Cricut Joy Extra, the Create with Cricut Joy Summit starts next week. And keep in mind, if you don't have a Joy or a Joy Extra, that's okay, because all of the projects they're going to feature, you'll be able to use on your bigger machine. It's just kind of cool if you have that machine to be able to watch, a tutorial using that machine. So there's, I think, 30 presenters in that one.
Ooh, that one like
And
doubled in size from last year.
And then I did summer keychains using faux leather and the Cricut Joy. So I have this one. I don't know why it's so blurry, but a lot of people don't know that you can cut faux leather with the Cricut Joy. So I always love to show that. And then I have a little sunshine. So this is my Create with Cricut Joy project. And there's a free ticket. I have a link Jen put it in the description for you if you want to grab your ticket to that event. That one starts July 11th. So next week.
I call it the Cricut toy. Because the little one is just so adorable. I actually used the Cricut Joy Extra when my son's girlfriend was here. We made stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she did the cutest.
Fun.
She drew them in Procreate, and then we went ahead and I showed her how to make them with the Joy Extra. But actually, I feel kind of embarrassed because that was like only the second time I'd used the Extra. Because I just, I have one sitting out, and I don't like necessarily want to move it because I don't have a lot of room. So it was really fun to actually get the Joy, like the Extra out and actually play with it. And it's a really nice little machine, especially like for a dorm room or camper.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The Cricut Joy Extra, I think that is so some of our friends are doing that too, right? Are there other speakers in it?
Yes, there's 30 of us. Lots of friends. Lots and lots of friends. That's Elena Anderson, who hosts the Joy one. I did that one last year. It was so fun. I'm trying to remember what I did. Oh, I did earrings. I think last year was a Christmas July theme. So I did some little ice skate earrings. Yeah.
So I didn't
but anyway,
do that
it's
one.
Not it's not only limited to owners of those machines, but it is fun if that's your machine to have an event just for you, which I think is kind of cool.
Well, I feel like lots of people have the Joy and then they feel like limited, and everyone's like, oh, I made this on the Maker. And really, if you start digging into it, you can find out that really you can do almost anything on any machine. I've actually engraved with the Cricut Joy.
That's super cool. Yeah, so it's really just pushing that little machine. Now, for me, the Joy Extra, I was super excited about it. I did a YouTube video right when it came out on how to cut faux leather with it. And I was super disappointed to see that you can't choose faux leather as a cut setting, which you can on the Cricut Joy, the tiny one. So why would you not be able to choose it on the Joy Extra? It didn't make sense to me. So I showed people how to make a custom setting. But you shouldn't have to make a custom setting for a setting that's on all the other machines, And then you couldn't repeat the cut.
I was just going to say that. That is a problem because when you're making stickers, unless you're using one of the Cricut materials, if you start using anything else, you kind of need to test the cut, which, you could do, but I don't ever think ahead. And then I'm like, well, shoot, I printed those out and now they're not cutting. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing with faux leather is if you cut it once and it doesn't cut, you can just cut it again as many times as you need to, and you just check it. And at some point, it's going to cut all the way through. But if you can't repeat the cut, then, what's the point?
Okay, I will tell you one thing I found out this last week. You guys are going to laugh at me. Okay, so I did this YouTube Live a couple of weeks ago for my Procreate people. And so in the past, I've done holographic stickers by taking, sticker paper and then putting a holographic overlay over that. Because, that's how you do it. Well, Cricut came out with that sticker set, waterproof sticker set with holographic. And so I pulled it out and I'm like, I'll try this. And I honestly, I'm a little skeptical about some Cricut products because some of them just don't.
Right.
But it's interesting for this one because they actually made it this printable vinyl and it's thinner. So, we've talked before about with sticker paper and some cardstock, having a printer that kind of like, rear feed so it goes through. Because a lot of people try stickers and then it gets stuck and when it's trying to flip around to prints. And it's just frustrating. Well, they made it like purposely thinner and it's very malleable so that it will do that flip just fine. So regular inkjet printers work good with it. And then what was embarrassing is that the laminate that they put with it has like a little QR code on the back of it, like to watch the video and how to use it. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to figure it out.
Right.
And so I
need to read the
figured
directions.
I don't, well, and I don't love watching videos. I like watching lives and stuff, but videos are kind of like,
Mhm.
ugh. So I'm like, no, I'm going to figure it out. How hard is it? So I like figured it out. And then I'm like, showed my people how to do it. And I was like, here. And then like 2 days later, I was doing it again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no. It was like so much simpler than I had told them it was. Like they really
Aw.
did do a great job engineering this product. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So I had to go back and say, all right, guys, this is actually how you do it. And so, yeah, Cricut actually did do a really good job with those sticker sets. Packs.
That's awesome. I liked the Cricut sticker paper when we used it.
Well, you know, they used to have the sticker paper, and I don't know if they still have it, but it's cardstock weight. And that was actually really good for some it was the only cardstock weight sticker paper I'd found. But now this new stuff they came out with is it's very well done. They listen to what people are looking for. So
I've made stickers once because Olivia, remember, she wanted to make those Taylor Swift stickers. And once I made them, I just wanted to make all the stickers, but I haven't gotten around to it. But it's really easy and really fun. And the Joy Extra was super easy for stickers. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with so many people making stickers and how popular stickers are, I think it's a great, machine that's sort of tailored toward that. I just, people ask, oh, if I have this machine, can I cut faux leather with it? So I always like to test it out.
yes. All right. So I was just quickly popping in here, and it looks like okay. So first of all, Tina, you're amazing for making cards for she brought her Joy Extra to her rehab center for hip surgery and made
Nice.
stuff for the res. That is amazing. That's creating with
I love
purpose, and
that.
that's my heart. But then April said that she's been thinking about making putz houses. So can I just show you guys my little thing that I did for like the first time ever yesterday?
Look
No,
at that.
you don't get to choose. I'm saying yes. Look at it. I've pretended. Okay. So this is from Lucy, and this is her 13 Days of Halloween Crafts book, Lucy Foxworth. But Lucy goes all in on the mixed media and does all this cool funky stuff with all this like stucco or or what do you call it? She just does all kinds of cool things. But I was just like, well, how would I do in Procreate? Like it'd be really fun to take some of the patterns that I create in Procreate and for little houses. So look at this. I've got a little cobblestone that I did pattern, and I did.
So cute.
And I learned how to take them into Cricut Design Space and like slice them from the SVG files so that you're printing and cutting. So it's not like
That
you print
sounds
the paper and do a whole paper and then waste a bunch of paper because you did a 12 by 12 sheet.
Yeah.
Instead, you're like, slice and then yeah, I was so excited.
Oh my goodness. All the card paper talk. I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds really fancy.
I could see your
Really
eyes starting to
fancy.
glaze over.
Yeah. No, it's you said you lost me at slice. Whenever I see people in like Cricut Facebook groups, they're like, "Oh, I don't have my score lines." I zone out. I can't help you with your score lines. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so my mom will attest to this. Paper is like, I have such a hard time with paper sometimes, paper crafting, but I love print and cut because, I love the Cricut crafts that are fairly, I don't know, I like the ones that are kind of easy. Like engraving seems hard, but really it was just a set and go thing, and then you just walk away and it's doing it for a while. But then you get this cool engraved thing. So that's one of the, I hate weeding too. Like with a passion, don't like to weed. So I'm kind of like the lazy cricketer. So
Yeah, no, you're the opposite of the lazy cricketer. But I do like reading. You know who we need to have on? We need to have Lucy on toward the end of July because Lucy has something very special happening for Halloween, which is like her favorite season. Lucy makes all the really cute little houses, and she makes them for all seasons, but Halloween is like her favorite time. Her website is Paper Glitter Glue, and she's doing something really, really fun for Halloween this year. And if we have her on at the end of July, she'll be able to tell us about it.
she's already telling
be
people
super
about it in her group. So
That's right.
So
she
anyways,
is. But yeah.
yeah. So actually, what this whole thing that I was just talking about with the Procreate thing. So that was actually me trying to do. I'm getting ready to do a video for her on how to do it for her event. So
For her event.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
super
exciting.
Yeah, I think it's called the Great Halloween Spooktacular, I
Oh,
think.
she is being so cute with her theme. Like I think
Yeah.
she was using like all these cute. You know how I am with words that are made up. Like I love made up words. So
Uh-huh.
she was making up
Hmm.
words for it, and it was so cute. Boo extra.
Yeah, no, I'm super super excited. Lucy is so talented and making the little houses, and she's brought together a bunch of friends that make little houses, and it's going to be, or learn how to do cool
Well,
stuff
yeah,
with little
this is
houses
my
like
very first
decorating.
little house. I've never done it before.
That's
I
it. The
glued my
Great
fingers
Halloween
together.
Spectacular. I can tell Susan is here because Susan is passing out accurate, factual information in a straightforward manner. Hello, Susan.
I was a little
Good
confused at first
morning,
when I was looking at the
Susan.
comments and it said Cricut Adventure. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not doing that. But no, I caught on quickly with for the same reason. It's actually like
Yes,
information. She's doing
it's
amazing.
information that's being delivered in a straightforward way. It's
And
Susan.
it's true. It's not the
Yep.
that I do.
Yep.
So, yep. Nope, Susan's awesome. She's so good with us. We appreciate her so
Oh,
much.
Susan said hello to us.
Yeah.
And Susan is actually also helping Lucy with Lucy's event. Because remember how Susan helped keep Jen and I keep our
Yeah.
squirrels at bay for our event the best she could? She's helping Lucy, and it's Lucy's first event. So we're really proud of Lucy,
Oh,
and we're super excited that she's going to get to work with Susan, who's amazing.
well, and it's
So,
going to
yeah.
be a fabulous event. Like seriously, you guys, we love Lucy so much and we would love to have everybody, support Lucy in this cuz it's a
Hmm.
Lucy really trying for something that's close to her heart and really kind of going all in on doing something kind of big and hard and huge.
Hmm.
And so, like for her to do this is it's gonna be bootacular.
Yes. And I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I will mention y'all are going to be super surprised to see who Lucy has a personal connection with and who Lucy is going to have as a presenter in her event. You're going
Yeah,
to say, wow, it's really, really cool.
yeah,
And
it
that's all I'm
is.
going to say about that.
Okay, so now
So,
that
yeah.
you've like okay, Miss Mandy too. You guys, they've been listing people all the way
Oh,
through, so we have to go back through this
she
later.
is, her stuff is
I,
incredible. Incredible. Miss Mandy, do you know her?
well, is that the Mandy that we had in our summit, Cricket Adventure?
No, no.
Oh yeah, then I don't
You're,
know her.
you're thinking of Amanda, of Amanda DeNovo of Amanda Panda Projects.
Yeah,
This
I
is Miss
think
Mandy. She does like super cool, amazing paper craft projects, kind of like Leo does from Dreaming Tree, but just incredible over the top stuff.
okay.
Really, really good.
All right.
April, are you asking about my VIP for the faux leather crafts
Oh, I
camp?
bet she
The
is.
I didn't increase the price because I'm too lazy to figure out how to do that. So it's still, sorry, that's just the truth.
No, I know.
So it's $27. If you get your free ticket, it'll send you to the page to upgrade to VIP, and it's just $27 with a 20-minute timer. So as long as you grab that $27 price in the 20 minutes, if not, it'll roll over to a $37 price. Now, when the event ends, I do know how to change the price on that, so it'll be $37 going forward. And then that way, if someone watches my YouTube video in the future, I'll have links in there that they can just go buy the VIP, and it'll just be $37. So yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so she's
Barbara. See,
asking
Barbara
about.
knows me.
Okay, so April's
Barbara knows me.
asking about the Cricut Crafting Adventure VIP, and that is actually no longer available. So for
Oh,
this
okay.
year. Yep.
My
Yeah.
son is calling me. I put it on my family chat. I'm on a YouTube live, and he's just calling me.
Yep.
So
Which
anyway,
there's a mom thing that makes you think that there has to be an emergency if they be doing that.
right. It never is. It's like, Mom, can you put $20 on my card so I can go to Chipotle? That's
Because
that's what I'm sure what it is. Yeah.
uh okay, so people are saying that they are loving your faux leather summit. Okay, I feel like there was one more thing that you were going to tell us about too as far as summer adventures goes.
Ooh, yes. So Sarah, Craft with Sarah, who we love,
Yeah, that was
and
it.
I know she doesn't sleep because she just finished her card making countdown, and now she's doing a surprise one, which is a flower one. So remember when
Oh,
Abby
she's never
Kirsten
done that
did her?
before.
No, she hasn't. So Abby did the crepe paper flower fest, remember a couple months ago? And she
Yeah.
made all the physical flowers. So Sarah does more of like the layered paper crafts that are great for like framing and shadow boxes and stuff. She's doing a flower themed event, and it's called the Floral Craft Countdown. And I was so
Because she does a
excited
lot
to
of
see
craft
that she was doing
countdowns.
that. She does. I mean, they're I don't know how she churns out so
So
much creative work. She's so talented.
so the
So that
countdown is kind of what you're doing too. Yeah.
similar, yeah. And I learned a lot about how to structure my countdown based on Sarah's. And I've asked her about it, and she's been very helpful in terms of how to set it up, just so
It's
it's easy
great.
for people to find. Yeah. So anyway, she's got a new craft, a floral craft countdown starting July July 15th, I think. The
I
15th to the
have it in the
28th.
description. I actually put the dates in the
Oh, okay.
description.
It's 14 days. But if you love flowers and if you love Sarah's work, that's going to be a really fun one.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like Sarah's work, especially if you're a paper
I know.
crafter.
Yep.
I feel like
She's
her layer
amazing.
designs are just always like, as far as our event goes, they're always one of the top
Yeah,
things that people are excited about.
they really are. And I kind of love how it complements Abby's Flower Fest, but they're still different. So if you love paper crafts, one is more 3D and one is more, layered and flat, which is really cool.
You know what? We should actually talk to her about seeing about getting her on right away. Because if we can do, she's in like isn't she in England though? There might be a time difference, but that would be really fun. Is to have Sarah on if we can get her to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So it
No,
doesn't
I
hurt
think
to
it would.
ask, right?
No, it doesn't. Christina, are you asking about instructions for my bonuses? In my summer event. I didn't add specific instructions for the bonuses because honestly, it's a faux leather earring is a faux leather earring, and I have instructions for faux leather earrings in the event. So you would just refer to those instructions or one of the like 3,000 videos I have where I go through how to do it. It really is all the same. I've made sure, like, for example, there's wristlets in the bonus, and then I have wristlet instructions as a day in the event. Do you know what I mean? So there's instructions, but you're going to cut the faux leather the same way. You're going to use the same time and temperature for pressing the heat transfer vinyl. You're going to apply the wristlet hardware in the same way. It's just a different design. Because honestly, at the end of the day, there's only so many instructions I can write. So anyway, sorry about that, but
I don't think you'd be
I've got
sorry about
other.
it. I mean, you're right. It's like the same process.
Mhm.
It's just different. There's sometimes a little like, you know,
Right.
really it's
Yeah.
your designs that are the cutest thing in the world.
If I had a bonus that was something that was not already covered in the event with instructions and a video tutorial, then I would make separate instructions. But I didn't think I needed to. So, but really, ideally, I would like to have for every single design that I have, I would love to have a video tutorial, a printable guide, you know, a materials list. Like that's my goal. So I'll get
So
there.
you do a lot of that stuff for your memberships.
I do. Like I film a lot of videos. Every week I film a video for my club members.
Mm-hmm.
And I started that December of 2022. So I think I'm on week 27 of this year. This will be week 28. So every week I'm making a video for them and writing a printable guide and giving them
Oh,
SVGs and all that stuff. And my club is actually closed right now, so I
oh,
can just
that's
kind of
right.
focus on the event. But it is going to open up at the end of my summer event next week. And I
Oh, it
have a wait
is.
list. I should put that somewhere. No, I'm going to open it up for like 5 days just because anytime I do an event, people say, oh, how can I do this more? Or I loved getting a surprise each day. And so, I can tell them, you want a surprise each week? I've got that in
Okay,
my
so I
club.
do. I think that your membership, like, I think it's amazing the amount of value because you've always got extra stuff, and yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. No, it is fun. There's a lot of stuff in there. I haven't done, that's a good question. Have I done design for pet collars? I haven't. So I wouldn't do an actual collar out of faux leather, but you're probably meaning just like charms. And maybe I could. I always get nervous about things with like pets and babies. I wouldn't want a dog to like eat heat transfer vinyl or chew on it. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But that's a cool idea.
Hmm.
I like that.
That's a great idea.
Hi, Linda. Linda's here from Bradenton. Linda, is
Yeah.
it boiling hot where you are? Because it is like 95 degrees here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people jumping on, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm always just so
Love it.
surprised. I have to say that, it's so fun to see everybody. Okay, so we've talked about your summer adventures, and then there's also, like, I feel like this year is much, like, you're not doing baseball as much, are you? Because last year we would have
I'm
talked and
not.
you would have been like, oh, baseball, anytime I asked you
Yes.
what was going on.
So remember, Nick had a little small injury in March to his shoulder. So he's the one I travel with all summer. So he's had to take the summer off. However, last week during my vacation, we had to drive to Atlanta. We drove to Atlanta in 2 days. So up and back, it's like a 6 hour drive for him to pitch in a baseball game, just to kind of get back in the swing and see how his arm was feeling. And there were a couple of college coaches that were going to come and see him pitch.
Cool.
So
So how did
these
that go?
tournaments, it went well. He pitched really well. He hasn't pitched since March, so I was just
Mm-hmm.
nervous that his arm was going to
Yeah.
feel okay. And there were some. It helped because I was able to video it, and then he's able to send that video to college coaches because he's talking to a lot of coaches right now. But yeah, it was like leaving the beach house that we were at to go drive to
Mm-hmm.
go there, and then turn around and just drive right back. But it was good. So we're gonna do that one more time in the third week of July. We're gonna go to Fort Myers again just for him to pitch in one game.
Okay.
So normally we'd be gone all summer. Now next summer, Nick will be graduated from high school. Hopefully he'll be playing in college. So I won't be doing summer with him, but I will be doing summer with Anthony
Yeah.
because Anthony will be in 10th grade. So I will still do more summer baseball.
But you like
I
it
just kind of
too.
got.
Yeah.
I do. I like it. It's hard to work during that time, but
Mm-hmm.
and it costs a lot of moolahs. But that's
Yes.
okay.
Which makes you want to keep working during that time.
Yes. Right, exactly. But anyway, yes, long story short, I haven't done a lot of baseball this summer, but I will next summer. And believe me, I would rather be doing baseball with Nick, and have him be healthy than have the whole summer off like I have. Just because
Okay.
that's his dream. And,
Yeah. So Janet G said she has a question, and I can actually answer this one too. Other than actual sublimation, is there something you can do with sublimation designs? Because she doesn't do sublimation. So sublimation designs are actually often they're just PNG designs, which are raster images, and that's actually what I use for stickers as well. So you can basically it's anything you can print. So if you don't have a sublimation printer, you can still use those designs with your inkjet printer, but print on magnets. You can make stickers. You can make decals. I make like laptop decals before. So pretty much anything that you can do with print and cut, you can do with sublimation. So
with sublimation designs for sure.
yes,
One of the
sublimation
really
designs.
popular things. Yeah, one of the things now that's really trendy is to use those sublimation designs, which Jen is saying are just PNGs, sending them to a place that does DTF printing, where they print the design on the film and they send it to your house, and it's super cheap. And you don't have the equipment expense. You're not trying to like get your print settings right. You send it off, they mail it to you, and it's a heat transfer, and you just press it on whatever you want.
So
and
you do that for
press it onto.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, I did that for Cricut Adventure. I made DTF transfers and I pressed them on faux leather. So there's two kinds of transfers. One is for soft surfaces. So like the faux leather, you can press on tote bags, you can press on t-shirts. And then there's the ones for hard surfaces where you're making a decal. So one you're making a transfer, a heat transfer, and one you're making a decal. And the decal is a sticker. And you can put it on your laptop case. You can put it on tumblers. A lot of people.
I was gonna say like the glass can tumblers is what I.
Yeah.
And then acrylic bookmarks I've seen them on too. Actually, that is one of the things that I want to do this summer. Yeah.
Doing the decals, the
DTF decals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Ninja.
Yeah, those are super cool.
You use Ninja transfers, and I just got a thing that said they're doing a 50% off sale right now. So I was gonna hop on that.
Yeah. And they ship so fast. So with any time you have those sublimation designs, you can upload them. You just want to make sure you're either getting the one for soft surfaces, which is the heat transfer version, or you want the decal version for hard surfaces. But yes, so many ways to use sublimation art. without sublimating.
Oh,
So yeah,
thank you.
that's so funny.
Because I'm gonna eat during the live.
I love that. Oh, Janet's making wind spinners with sublimation. That's pretty cool. I love those wind spinners. They look so fun. That's a really cool project.
I will say that sublimation is, it seems scary because when they say sublimation, I mean, it's like a science term, you know? And I
Right.
was kind of put off by that at first. But when you actually, and I still don't know the magic of how an image or ink turns into a gas that turns into an image that turns, you know, I get it, but
Right.
it's like still kind of, you know, magic. Science is
Yes.
magic. But I will say that it does not have it is not as hard to try it as I thought. I got a
Right.
printer from Costco and I got the ink. And so starting off with a brand new printer and just putting the sublimation inks. And then when I got the inks, I
Mm-hmm.
made sure that they're the ones that like were kind of fitted for my printer. So there was no like syringe and weird things. It was like super easy. It was printer, ink. So I think it was like under $300, which I know is, you know, still a bit to get started and try something. But also it was also I it really expanded what I could kind of make for my gifting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like how cute is so. Oops, I've got lights on this. But I can just so I take my same Procreate kind of assets that I use, like the things that I've designed. But you
Mm-hmm.
can, you know, from here is like, you know, it's just like a cool
Yeah.
mug design. And then some of those
Yeah.
same shapes I used to create this, which is a light, like it's a nightlight thing.
I
And then
love
I
those
also,
night lights. Those are so cool.
yeah, and then I made bookmarks. I made, which I had here, I had made, you know, it's just like, there's just so many different things that you can do with it. So if you are planning on kind of, you know, you want to challenge yourself and you have a birthday or Christmas coming up, and you get some, you know, something, then I feel like of all the crafting trends out there, that is one of the trends that in my mind is the most fun to kind of like, you know, expand on personally.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. And I love sublimation designs, but sometimes I'm too lazy to want to go through sublimating. It's just the truth. So it's something that you could also like Jen made that really cool mug wrap for us for our Cricut adventure.
yep.
And I could have printed it myself and sublimated it,
Yeah,
but I
because you
just sent
had a
it off to
sublimation business.
I know. So I just sent it off to little mug came.
Okay, so that's the thing too, is you can still use sublimation designs and then not sublimate it
Yep.
yourself. But then there's
Right.
also sublimation that you can do without a printer, but it's not using those designs, the PNG designs, but it is like there's other
Mm-hmm.
options like so I tried using that sublimation acrylic inks and made,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just you paint on paper, like laser copy paper, and then you print it onto the sublimation designs. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I've done
Um,
mugs that were just sublim like. Okay, so this is with sublimation markers. So I printed the design like on my laser printer, or not laser printer, on
mhm.
laser paper, and then I went ahead and painted it with sublimation markers, and then was able to get, you know, some cool effects. So you don't have to have a sublimation or printer to sublimate, and you can use sublimation designs for other things.
Yes.
Ta-da!
And then Zen asked us, do you use sublimation with resin crafts? And you can, like if you sublimate it onto acrylic, that would be a great time to use resin to put on top, which would kind of
Yes.
protect your design. Just makes it look really glossy and finished. I love
I
using
think
resin on top of acrylic. And
yeah.
I use resin on top of acrylic with vinyl, but you could definitely do sublimation too. And it would just protect your sublimation design from getting scratched. So that's a good use.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I know there's always lots of things there, but I do think sublimation is. So I've gone after different craft trends before, and thought, okay, this will be so much fun, and then yeah, no, like they're just kind of like I just, you know. So that is one where I feel like the money I put into it was worth the investment for me. So
Paula is saying that our friends Angie and Corey did a video last week on What, Paula, on resin over acrylic or resin over
Oh, I thought they
sublimation?
did it. They did a sublimation one, I think.
Oh,
I'll have
okay.
to, I
But
think
yeah,
they did it.
go check out our friends Angie and Corey. Angie is at the Country Chic Cottage, and Corey is Hey Let's Make Stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube. And
And Corey
check out
has the
both of them. And
cutest sublimation book. Oh my gosh. Like she has a personal style that I love as well.
oh, her style is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, Paula. Thanks, Paula. So Paula's saying they did a video on resin over sublimation on acrylic,
Oh,
so that's perfect.
well, there we go then.
Go check
Yeah,
them out.
if I like to watch videos, I'd go watch that. Just kidding. Actually, that's one that's like totally up my alley. I'll watch that.
You're so funny. I'll
Amy.
watch it and I'll give you the recap.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she
Ooh,
does
it's
do that
11
for
o'clock.
me. She enables me. It's really sweet. She's like, "Did you watch this?" I'm like,
It's 11
"No."
o'clock.
Okay,
It's
it's
time
10
for
o'clock.
Jen to eat her breakfast.
It was really sweet of him to go get me that.
It
Okay.
was very sweet. Very funny.
Okay, well, I mean, I think I know all you all like seeing our kids too, so.
Yes.
Okay. So, Amy, um,
Yes.
are we gonna do next week? I don't know your schedule.
Yes. Let's do next week. I think I'm on day, I don't know. I think it's day 10 next Wednesday. I
Okay,
think so.
cool.
So that'll be fun. That'll be like a little wrap up
Okay,
of my
that'll actually be a lot of fun.
yeah. My dog is here. Can you see her back here?
Well, I saw the
Sasha.
curtain moving.
Yeah. Sasha, come on, hop up and say goodbye. No. We took her to the
Aw.
beach and she
Yeah,
loved
what you
it.
think?
She was like, she just thought it was so crazy. But then she came home and she slept the entire day because she was
Yeah.
exhausted from all the stimulus,
Yeah. Oh,
the
totally.
ocean and the sand.
Well, they've
And
got the
all the
smell,
things.
they've got the sight, they've got the feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I could tell toward the end she was ready to go back to her house with her cats and her sitting on the couch and just living her best life. But yeah.
Yes,
Anyway.
Janet. You can use the Cricut markers. Well, I use it on laser copy paper because it releases better, or you can and then press it. Yeah, you have to have heat. So I have a lot of different. Actually, I do have quite a few infusible ink things, so you guys can go check those out on my channel. And do you have any infusible ink, Amy, videos?
Yeah, I do. I have a couple of keychain projects that I've done with infusible ink
Okay, so
that
I think
Olivia
that
and
would
I did together. Actually.
yeah. Yeah, I've also done the little, well, you know what? Here, right here. I've done these with infusible ink markers. So they're canvas
Oh yeah,
boards.
those are cool.
Yeah. So totally cool,
Super
awesome,
cool. Yeah.
fun.
So same time, same station next week.
Same squirreling,
Next,
and hopefully all the
next
same
week
people.
I will, and that'll be the day before the Create with Joy Summit starts too. So maybe I can get some more information. I got to look up who of our friends are in it. But yeah, we'll
Yep.
talk about that. But yeah, so same time same station next Wednesday at 10 a.m. And thanks so much for being here with us. We appreciate you and we love
Yeah.
hanging out with you.
And thanks for all your ideas and feedback. We really, we are grateful for that as well. So, all right.
Yes, we love that. All right, bye friends.
Bye.